Hey guys, so today we're going to be reading Oceans and Seas by Nicola Davies. Planet Ocean. Only 1/3 of Earth is dry land, so our planet looks blue when seen from space. The rest of the planet is made of water, and there is life in every ocean and every sea. Sunlit surface. The ocean surface is full of tiny plants and animals called plankton, which bigger creatures, such as these jellyfish, eat. Staying hidden, many animals like this octopus prefer the deeper water of the middle ocean. There they can hide from predators and be safe from storms. Deep and dark. The deepest waters are completely dark and cold. Food is hard to find, so animals there have big mouths and they eat anything. Look at that. Salty seas. All seas and oceans are salty, with around 1.2 ounces of salt in every 35 ounces of water. This is as salty as 1 large spoonful of salt in half a bucket of water. Saltiest sea. The Dead Sea in Asia is so salty that when its water is turned into vapor by the sun, the salt that is left behind is hard, white lumps. Salty sources. Volcanic hotspots on land and on the seabed add salt to seawater when they release hot gases and molten rock. Rivers wash salt from the land into the seas and oceans. Grains of salt. Some of the salt we put on our food comes from the sea. Sea salt is broken up into smaller pieces so that we can sprinkle it on our food. Underwater landscape. Hidden below the sea is a world of high mountains, wide plains, and deep valleys, an entire landscape as interesting and varied as the one on dry land. The flattest and the deepest. Almost half of the deep seabed is very flat. Even deeper are the ocean trenches, which plunge more than 32,000 feet below surface. Mountaintop islands. When volcanoes form on the seabed, they grow into mountains. These can get so tall that they stick out the sea and form islands. Black smokers. Deep seawater is usually very cold, but at volcanic spots called black smokers, water 3 times hotter than boiling water gushes through the cracks of the seabed. Tides and waves. Seawater is always moving. It is stimulated by the heat of the sun and the cold of the ice at the north and south poles, pushed by winds and pulled by the sun and the movement of the moon. Windy waves. When wind blows over water, it makes waves. Strong winds blowing for a long time create the biggest waves, which can be up to 112 feet high. Tide out and tide in. The moon pulls water toward it as it travels around the earth, causing the seas and oceans to move away from the coast. This movement causes tides. Most tides happen twice each day. The sea moves away from the shore, tide out, and then back in again. This is called tide in. We will stop here today. This is part 1 of our book called Oceans and Seas.